Hi everyone, my name is Rina. Also, my Chinese name is Yuzhu Zhang. Today, I would like to talk about my final project. So, this is my video list. This video is I will introduce my project, like what I made, and I will talk about how did I do the research and how did my idea come out and the process of my project. So the group who want to listen more about my project, I will write a list right here. This will be describe my sketchbook at first, and then talking about the research I did, and then I will put some video. I went to the Winchester, some supermarket. There's a video I record, and I will also put some video about talking to some people, some customers, what they think, and everything about the nutrition information, something like that. And then I will talk about how I developed my ideas and how the ideas become this project. So let's go ahead to see what my project looks like at the first. Okay, let's see my project. At the beginning, we can see this project is like talking, it shows the whole view of my project. So this, oh sorry, the wrong page. So this book, I make a little drawing to show what's the different part mean. So on the back wall, we can see this is a deliver back wall. I ordered a different milk tea or different food from the different restaurant. They got already different delivery bags. So I use those delivery bags to make a wall. The delivery bag shape, the special shapes you can see in this whole page, so we can tell there's using the same shapes, and they also got the similar materials. So we can see the delivery bags is not made by the paper, it's a special materials, and all the delivery bags is using the similar materials. Those materials got the waterproof, and you can place the bag really nice and really easy to hold. It's not easy to break. So this is this bag means. On this display stand, we can see there's several to the different area. On the left top, this area is made by the tracing paper bags. So for the tracing bags, as we know, tracing paper is the sense memory transference. We can see the things behind the thing really lightly. Like you can see everything is like you can see my finger lightly, but you can see this more clear. So this is why I choosing the tracing paper as this material. So in that bags, I will show this more detail. I just do a little explaining right here. So in this area, we can see I placed some different community in this bags. The customers will choosing those only by the outlooks, only by the different colors, or maybe for the different size for those bags. And then there's like a special thing, some like looks like the colors or the DNA, some other things like in our bodies. So let's move to the middle. For in the middle, on the top of the middle part, that's the drop device. You know, like when you get sick or something, you need to go to the hospital. They have the dropping things like put in your arm, put in your body. So I plan to use this to put the medicine in the stomach. Why is the stomach? So this is the main part of my project. On the right hand of that, you can see there is a white thing like next to that box, really dipped in. So that's the stomach made by the bubble paper. You know, when we maybe shopping from the Amazon, they cover your maybe pot. They use the pop paper. You can break that. I use that kind of paper and put the cotton balls to instead the inside of the stomach. I have the more explaining in the later, so just a really quick short explanation for here. So in the box we can see there's something with really colorful. That is the stomach made by the different delivery bags. Also I have the more detailed things also in this video. And the next to that stomach is a lot of the the cotton balls next to that, and the soap. The soap we cut by the small pieces mixed with the cotton balls. And the right thing on the left bottom is the large intestines, and the white thing is the small intestines. The things next to the box under that white stomach is the vomit. It's vomit made by the delivery bags. Also, let's watch and explain. So this thing we can see there is orange line is widening our stomach. This stomach is the white stomach made by the cotton balls. Keep seeing this is under the display. The more detail, more close view. So one of those is the tracing paper bags area. The deep box, the one you go inside the box, is the anatomical layers in your body. The things like inside, like you open your body because the box when you open like this way. So that means like open your body to see the inside what's the things inside your body. So this is more close view of the delivery bag's stomach. So on the both side is your in your body there's fat, there's calories, there's something else. I use the cotton balls and the soaps to instead that, and use the orange line to instead the fat skin like FAICIA. Also the ligament like the LIGAMENT. So as we know, the fat separate to the different area, maybe the visceral fat, maybe the subcutaneous fat. So those different kind of fat, I use the different materials. And these things I move the things like oh, am I really in the dream side, or because this view is to see your inside of your body, the breathing of your body, like fast or slow, because the stomach is like not normal, the things is going crazy, you can't control. So I chose this light to, I want to use this light to create a dreamy sense, which is also the color like within your body. It's like a warm color, and it's like the blood is like the meat on your body. So I want to make this unclear and the hazy to feel, oh, I'm in the dream. I'm like a little feeling something like that, like wiggling light, like a breathing. The dropping thing is like dropping. Maybe one day I need to use the dropping thing to my stomach. I mean, my stomach may need to use medicine. Is that true? And the light is come like back of the stomach. The vegetables in the different bags, but all the vegetables is made by the delivery bags. You can see the texture and you can feel the materials. And those vegetables at the end to become to your stomach. Also, the handle of the stomach is the handle of the delivery bags. So this is a syringe I'm using. At the first, I try to use the dropping thing, but like that ink is unable to drop in. So it's inject liquid in this part, and then you can't think if this true until as the liquid enters your body, like yourself, like your mind, your body enter a different states. And this is like the memory you try to see. Like I try to choose the community. I pick one, I open that, and there's something show up really suddenly. I don't know what's that, so I choose that. So we can see on this card is short stamina and fatigue. So there is the thing I have to lose, and there is the thing I will got some fatigues. Like I will feel tired. I feel, oh, I don't feel good. I'm losing the stamina. You can see the eyes. What's your view? It's going to be the light is coming out. There's other card. I can't believe. Oh, this is what I got. This is what I ate before. This is what I chose before. You can see your eyes in front of your eyes. Is everything become fuzzy. And then like you throw those away. I can't believe this thing. And those cards drop down is like your tears falling. But your tears is instead by those different cards. Finally, I chose some. Should I choose this or should I choose this? If I got this, I will got this. What should I do? Then at the end, I put it back. So this is kind of like my whole project's video. I really interested to do the things like there are this and there's too many edits. I can't add everything in, so I chose the most favorite one. And after this, I will explain the how I did this and the process and about what I'm thinking during that and some ideas I really want to share with you guys. So if you want to like keep listening, that's good, and I will like explain more details to you. If you like just want to watch this project, it's like done right here. So say thank you very much for the first group of you guys. So hope you love my project. This is the things I want to make people to rejection themselves and to think about the healthy food, about the healthy body and the delivery food of their body, something like that. And then the group I want to like listen more about my project. I would like start with my sketchbook. Okay, so let's start with my sketchbook. So this cover is what I draw on my sketchbook. It's right here. I scanned each page of my of my sketchbook, and then make this as an ebook so everybody can watch that online, not only for the in-person. This is like I got this idea from the last semester from my classmates. So at the first page is what we learned at the beginning of the class. This book just records some like process and the idea thing also have some like in class notes. I will try to focus on my project more and just maybe not skip, just talk a little bit about my in class work because that's really helpful. The first one is called paradigm shift. Sorry about my pronounce. So this one just say the relationship between your project and what things you can think about project like A and B influence and about the communication design. This one really gave me the idea on this project is what if I make something like the signs, like the logos, people who speak different language, but they still can read these logos, like triangles, even we speak different language, everybody knows this is the triangle, or the fair logo, everybody knows that's the fair. So that's makes the scenes become to the view you can see by your eyes, and you can read that even you speak different language. This is other main core I want to show in this project. So this is from this page. Let's keep going. On the right side of this page is a really interesting experiment during our class time. It's about oil and the veins. If you got the same oil and the same veins, that one is on the Times newspaper. If you're interested, you can go look at it. I will not talk about vinegars and oil. And then we start thinking about what can we do, what kind of research we can do. We have the themes, the topic, examples, and then we need to think about the instance and the point of the view and the challenges, examples, design goals. Actually, there's only design goals, themes, instance, and the point of view and how might we question. That's a 5 totally thing. I really like the point of view because that was talking about the user needs, what instance, blah blah, and this also makes me think about who's my user. My user may be the guy who want to eat the healthy food, and maybe the teenagers, they need to know the dangers or what's the nutrition information, why parents always ask you don't eat the delivered food, something like that, makes them to know that, and make some people, they want to eat healthy food but they don't know how to, they don't know if they eat the food outside how dangerous, dangerous is too far, but something like how bad they are, but not all the delivery is bad, just say. And you can see there's a lot of idea about during the time I try to put the inspiration. So on the right page, I really love that show, the Roya, R-O-A-R, on the left top on the right page. The woman who is on the shelf, that one, a married woman, and she was placed on the shelf and never get down, and her husband is watching her for a long time, blah blah blah. And that one is kind of like the fix my other idea. It's about the humanity thing and about the challenging yourself thing. Anyway, too far. So this page is talking about the food addition one in the middle one. This is the one I chose at the end. This one, at the beginning, I'm thinking about make some food addition, use the different many size of the bags and use them to put the communities inside. But for example, the milk tea, I will place few different sets of bag. One is large, one is small, and how small of each one. The most largest one is for the sugar, and the smaller one is for the other thing, and the most small one for the other thing. The different size of the bag means the different proportion of those nutrition things, the sugar, the fat, calories. Just a real easy example, try to make everybody to understand that. And then I will think about put the nutrition information really out loud to instead what is this community, to instead how much fat is in this community, how much calories is in this community, but you don't know what is this. I was trying to work on that way. On the right page is it's our week homework. You have to write the working titles A and B. Let's skip to my. That one is for the other idea, and I chose 2 ideas actually. So let's go to this page. We can see this is for the food additives one. There's A and B, mean fast tall influence I choose, and my design goal to make people know what they take, know they need what, and own illness, and make the pills and the medicines. Oh, I have to say there is an interesting idea I want to share, but I didn't use that one because I have to make this maybe small project. I can't make this more and more and more and more, but if I got a chance, I will try to keep working on this. So this one is making the plastic pills or the medicines, and put the NFC inside. You can use your phone, you feel okay, I don't feel good to my heart, I got this kind of pill, and then you use your phone to use NFC to tap that, and then you got the something else, maybe the software, maybe some suggestions, something like that, maybe nice music, and just simple examples to using the pills and the medicines. And the sequence is no food allergies. Oh, so I want to make people to know about what's in the food, know what's the illness they will make out, and what can the nutrition they may need to take. If they not, what things will happen. So why I make the things so terrible at the end? Because I want to make people to, because there is not a news, there is something they talk about online. If you say how good is this thing to your body, people may not take it. But you say if you don't take this, how bad your body will be. They may think, oh, I should take this because I don't want to be blah blah blah. I don't want to lose my hair. I don't want to dry my skin. So people always feel the harm, feel the heart, maybe will feel more like dangerous and feel more, oh, I have to do this. But if they health, they may not like try to do that way. So this is an interesting thing. So that's also why I choosing to do that, to do this, to notice people, not to say, okay, if you take this, how good you are. I will say, if you keep doing that, how your body is terrible. And then the instance, the case which we found, and the point of the view user needs the visible case. Okay, how might we question? Okay, how might we question? I have to skip the page. I have more detailed one next to this page. So on the right of this page, it's the project about the last one. This one. Don't say the left side. The left side is about the humanity. The other project I was like trying to do, but that one is to be too serious and to like think about yourself or something like that. I don't want to be too that. I was trying to do something really like relaxing, but but my project is not that relaxed anyway. So left bottom is like the what's that called, the flower map, something like that, like the mind map. To think about the humanity. Too far, sorry. That's how might we question on the right side. This is about how to make people, how might we enhance the customer trust and understanding of the food additions through innovative packaging design, like transfer, how might we transfer the complex ingredient information into the intuitive and accessible version of technical experience. So this is the thing I said before. I want to make something, if you look at that and then you know what happened to that, you know what is that mean. So this is a visual thing, a visual design I really want to make. It's like really about your eyes. So at the end, I also write this to see the graphic. That's the food addition thing, food safety thing, like the mind map I made, like the things I write down, I make and use that. It's kind of like think about yourself, deep thinking, and talk to your friend, something, blah blah. Also on the right, that's in class notes, like we was talking about what can I do, like make a whiteboard and asking question, have you ever checked the nutrition information? Oh, actually I did that. See? I did it. Have you ever looked at the nutrition labels? And that's yes and no. I use this to in the Winchester and ask the people who work by or in the different supermarket, in the restaurant. Something pretty surprising. Most people chose yes. Most people chose yes. That's only 4 people chose no. There's 2 little girls. Their mother said, okay, they have to be never look at it. I will choose no for them. And the other 2 no's is from old grandma, grandpa. They said, never look at it. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. The grandma never look at that, but the grandma always look at it. She said, no, he never look at that. Pick no for him. So that's where those no's from. And see, making small books, like making small models. Yes, I made like the yellow things. Like right here, the yellow things is the small models. I wrote those together. This is made by those. Everybody have some, got one paper down and write. Maybe fat is this big because fat have the most proportion, and maybe water have this big because this is the dry food, something like that. Let's make this. And then we can see on the left side is my research. I can show some like videos on this part. So I went to those few places. We can see on the screen is the Tesco, Sainsbury, Pret, that's sandwich part, and the McDonald's. I didn't take picture for the store, but I have picture in the store. And there's ice cream on the roadside. I also did that. And there's one called the Grab Free, I think. I forgot take the store looks like. I tried to look in that on the Google Map, but it didn't show because that Google Map is showing the 2018, but no, it's already 2025. It's almost 10 years. But they didn't like do anything for that. Sorry. And that bread on the left bottom is on the roadside. They I don't know, maybe they from the store behind them, and some cases around that to check see. And also the boots. Why I chose the boots? Because I also want to see not only the food nutrition information, I also want to see the other materials, other communities nutrition information, to see the difference if they have something like list one by one if this good. I want to make a compare, but it's too much work in my project. I don't want to write too much about that, so I will just like share those things right here. So the first video is the Tesco delay recording. I place my phone on the shelf and like stand next by that because I can't just leave my phone there. This is the sandwich in the sandwich area in the Tesco. So most younger boys, girls, maybe teenagers, they prefer to the on the right side. It's the mamas and some sushi. They prefer those things. And if that's the workers, they prefer the sandwich thing. And the salad is more maybe a little bit older workers what they prefer. So this video is the Tesco walk-in video. This is before I walk in, I take a whole video from outside to inside, but some people look at me like, what are you doing? So I didn't do that again. This area is the sandwich area on the right hand of that Tesco in Winchester. So I picked some like sushi. I want to see the nutrition information about that, but unfortunately I don't know my phone why it's like not focused. But like something really interesting to know is like a lot of young agers, they choose this canned sushi. Okay, next one. Next one is I re-recorded the video to talk about the nutrition information about the different things. Like I choose the different community. So I pick some of the different fruit and also different the bread sandwich. I will like give a really quick view right here. If someone wants to see that, I also will post this to some video else you can like see. Okay, there is a really funny thing happened during this time. There was a little girl really want a kind of a sandwich, and but her mom said like you can't take this one because it's blah blah, and they almost spent like 5 or 10 minutes right here to pick the sandwich. After they leave, I go ahead and check what's that sandwich included inside. So this is that canned sandwich. So we can see there's like really clear things. We can see what's in the sandwich and what it will taste. But like during the time I taking the video in that half hour, like no one is checking any of those. They just like see, oh, I want maybe vegetables inside, I want carrot inside. This is what have they done. We see, oh, there's some like fast food I forgot because there are some like younger girls, they go ahead and choose those. So I'm curious what's in those spaghetti, what's in those really fast food, and then we can tell the calories is like they both have the high calories, but something really surprised to know. This one, the fat is only 7.2 g. Like before that is like a really different thing. And then I also pick some cookies to see and try to find some on the vegetables. And then I would like just like show the Sainsbury video real quick. Like during that scene, I will like share something funny. So you can see as I walk into this place and then try to find some like nutrition information on the vegetables. Something real funny is like some of those really does have the nutrition information on the vegetables. We can see that one. That one right here is have the energy, have the fat. It's really low for the vegetables. So vegetable is a good choice. And there are some others, but not all the vegetables have the nutrition. This one is it's like when I recording the video, I met a nice guy. He did like talk to me really a lot. I didn't take video to his face because I don't want to be often, but I did like recording the scenes, so I record this communication. And the main things we talk about is like if you want it healthy, you can buy once a week or twice a week. You can save a lot of food at your house, and then when you want to eat something you can cook by yourself, is much more better than you go outside and eat some food. And he talk about like more detailed things about the nutrition. Actually, I misunderstanding something, but I think I catch the most part of that. I will put a little part right here to like show everybody like what we're talking about, but the one for the complete one I will put in other video too. The only person say yes today.
Yes, I'm a mental health. I work within the mental health. So
and then I keep going to check the milk nutrition information. We can see it's really surprised because the fat is not that high, because before the sushi or other things the fat it always be high for those kind of food, but the milk is really kind of like a nice data. Also the other data I will give a really quick view to talk about that. And then I also went to the how to pronounce that, PRAT. He said everything is very healthy and the nutrition information is on those label things in front of the food. You can choose what you want and it's very clear by each. And also I talked to the workers. They really shared a lot. I also put this in the other video. So they said all the food is made by day, so all the food is fresh. They will throw and yesterday's food away and everything is keep fresh, everything is healthy, everything is like on a good data, something like that. And as I check that, it's kind of like yeah, that's okay. And then the most interesting thing, I mean not the most, the some interesting thing in McDonald's, I go inside and use their machine to check the nutrition information. Something pretty funny. The nutrition information is on the middle of the screen when you order the food. But some of that is on the right in top. That is hard to think. But even then, the nutrition things in the middle, nobody look at that. Even McDonald's been like many years, I never look at those things. I check those like one by one. If you click, you can see how much like how much calories or how much things they got, and if there's more details in list by. This kind of like fun thing to know. And then I look around and ask a nice lady, ask her, and I have she look at the nutrition thing. Yes, no, I mean no. like no one look at that in the McDonald's. It's kind of fancy. And maybe if I got time or got a chance, I have to make something to make a compare by the people in the supermarket or the people in the McDonald's or people in the restaurant. That will be interesting compare. I have to go quick. I got to my time on that. So this is ice cream on the roadside. Also, this one is the bread on the roadside. I asked the two young girls asking about how's about this ice cream, and I asked this guy who's selling ice cream how much, what kind of food addition in this ice cream, and he said like no. But like when I walk behind him because I want to go to McDonald's, I'm sorry. There is a milk and the cream on the floor. There's kind of like a milk and. It does have some food addition. Maybe he means didn't add the extra food addition. So this is some like thing I need to show. The graph-free. I've been here and checked the nutrition too. And it looks like actually I don't know for the whole bag, but it's like 70 or this is 70 for the fat, but like the sandwich before it's like not that high. So I was curious. This store is actually it's give people really healthy feel, but in fact it doesn't like look like that way. But it's a large bag. I can compare. Also, if I got a chance, I have to go more deeper on that. The boots I just gave the really quick view right here. I will not talk a lot because I already talk a lot in here. I don't want to make this video being crazy anyway. Let's keep going to my sketchbook. After the research view I just said, during that week I really like did a lot of research. And there are some like ideas come outside like I don't know if everybody knows the Diet doesn't mean zero sugar. Even the Diet tastes more sweeter than the normal Coke. I mean, it does have the other kind like a lot of sugars. So those two pages is what the research I did for the different kind of sugars or the naturally extracted ingredient like the sugar fights, the fiber and the vitamins. And there is also some biosynthetic things like the sweetness and the additives, and also the artificially things. So like the aspartame, something like that. There's a few important words I have to share, so sorry about my pronounce. I will like put those two papers right here, so if anyone wants to like go look at this more detail, you can do that. Okay, keep sharing my ideas. After I go to the different supermarket, I start build my ideas, build my project. So this project is this idea is thinking about place some community on the shelf and selling by the like pounds and but list those separate by the like this is 5G fat, this is 20G fat, this is 20G calories, like separate like that. Because in the normal supermarket they separate like this area is for the vegetables, this area is for the meat, but for my project, I want like separate in the different areas. This is at the first what I'm thinking. Maybe make a map, like the map to say, okay, this is my supermarket. This area is for the fat area, high fat. This area is for the high calories. This area is for the low calories, something like that. But idea is really nice. I love it. Sorry, but at the end, I didn't like use all the ideas. Also, I want to make some blind box to like the game. You buy something, maybe everything is 5G calories, and you can choose any blind box. You can say what's inside. If you got 3 things similar, you will get a really healthy menu. Some ideas like that. So on the right side is information I got from the chips. I cut those down. And to put in my books. So you can see it's like the blue thing. And then the next page is a box. The bottle I draw. I want to like group with this one. Like you remember I said I wrote those in together and put in. I want to put those in the different box. Maybe the tracing paper box. Maybe something else. Maybe I draw this 2D glass bottle and put this on that. Just some idea. I try to like make this out. This on the red page is some case I found and some idea I got from the different case. Keep going. Storylines. Shopping, normal. Oh, this one is talking about the video I try to make. There is a storyboard may helpful to this. Let's skip to the storyboard at the first. So this storyboard is kind of like interesting. I didn't use this storyboard at the end because during I place the display, but the scenes is kind of like, oh, I got a new idea. I want to change it. I want to change it myself. At the end, it's a totally different scene. So I still want to introduce this storyboard. Let's start on the right page. So on the right page, the first view is like shopping in the supermarket, and then people see the same community, but with a different calorie, different fat, and then they choose what they want, they buy what they want. And I was thinking about, oh, maybe they should pay by calories. Oh, the card in my projects show like how much thing you got, how much thing you lose. I use that one to instead pay by calories, not pay by cash. So, and then put the things put in the shopping carts, and then change the things. Like the last view is this is the shopping cart. The next view is okay. This is the table. This is the things in your shopping cart. The food is shows on the table, and then people come inside and can start it being crazy way. And then during time pass, the things become red. I was about to use a red lights, and then a white scale showing up to say the kilogram is keep going, and then people being crazy, and then the people, real people is right here. And then I plan to use the animation to draw a crazy. See the right margin line outside of this, draw a fat guy. It seems like crazy way. So the left one is other thinking to like cut the something and then change the view to cut your body. Like open a anatomical diagram of the human. At the end, I made this anatomic thing, but I didn't show this in this cutting things way. So let's go back to the page I skipped. It's not a lot thing, just idea and writing the brief thing. And then it's the tracing back. I start to make something. I write some notes. What should I do? And which view is the most best one? Finally, I chose the left top this one because like even you buy the McDonald's, even you buy something, they always put in the paper bags. People use it that way. And also this one is the most traditional one from the old time. So I want like choose this to compare the things. Even now it's the deliver things, but I want like make the compare. The red one is like talking about how I make the display. The first area is for the deliver bag set one, second area is for the anatomic diagram one, and also actually this is not covered, didn't cover everything. Actually, there is also the stomach part. There is also deliver bag as well, and there is also the large intestines, small intestines, fat thing, something like that. I just write the most important thing I have to make that out. And the second area. And then I was like kind of like stuck, so I started trying to think about, write some reference and think about my project, what I made, because I made a lot of things, but I didn't group those together. It's kind of like messed up, so I released everything down on the red page to recheck what things I made, what can I still improve, something like that. And then when I prepared, not everything, maybe 80% of the thing, so I started to place my display and to start place my show. And during that time, I keep improve the thing, so I know I got the show like I just showed. And what's in my website? Obviously, for the last website last semester, we need to upload the project brief, blah blah blah. And anyway, those. So I will not keep talking about those things. So this is kind of like how my idea keep improve and change my idea during the working process. I really feel excited when I like sharing how I make this project, so I may talk like too much. I will record the other video, put as the front to notice, okay, this video will be a long video. I will write a list if someone don't want to listen and just skip to that. So sharing the ideas and the process is really nice. It's feeling really nice to me. I don't know if anyone will look until here. Maybe I don't think anyone will look at here. So I just say what I want to say. I really feel enjoyed to working on this project, and I still got a lot of ideas that I want to add in. But the time passed fast. I need to get my job done. I need to get my things done. I need to graduate. But if I got a chance, I don't know. I want to go back and go back to the Winchester and keep studying in some way. Can I be a professor? No, I mean not a professor, like the someone helping the professors in teach something like that. Can I do that back to the Winchester so I can improve my project? And also, I really love to hear people like sharing their project like by each other. During that time, I can think about the different project, not only about my project. So I can think about, oh, your project can do blah blah blah. I just coming out, so that's kind of like really nice. So yes. And anyways, that's kind of like all my projects. Thank you for watching here. I hope someone watched this until here. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you love my project. And if you got any suggestion or something, you can leave me the message or send me the email. Thank you very much. Bye.